Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, About 53 Tarot Pictures Review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Interesting. What's going on, Aquarius? Wow, what is this? Huh. One more and I'll jump into this. Well, there you are. Ooh. Ooh, what is that? Okay, so jumping into this, what you're kind of showing me, you're going through a very, very upsetting time. I'm not too sure what's taking place, but it definitely feels like it is kind of surrounding or focusing around your close relationships, commitment. It could be family, loved ones, just in general. I don't know what's going on, but you're definitely kind of saying, yes, very upsetting times. And, you know, at the same time, there's a lot of emotional depth in knowing as to, you know, what is taking place. I feel like for you, yeah, there's a lot of love there, absolutely. But there's also a lot of responsibility. You're kind of saying that difficult and rough times, yes, but also there's a lot of happiness there too. So it's kind of like, you know, there's that, in a sense, there's that energetic and emotional balance taking place. So you do have something in mind that you are working on, but for some reason it seems as if kind of like energetically you're idling right now. You're idle. You're so very determined, but you're idle. It's like, you know what? Let me sit with it. Let me sit with it. Am I, you know, whatever this is that you're thinking and contemplating, it almost kind of seems and it feels like you're choosing to wait. You're choosing to wait to start something. And whatever that idea is, I feel like it could be some sort of communication. It could be a new beginning, a new start, trying something different. I don't know. Because it also kind of seems and it feels like you're wanting to create some sort of other connection. And I don't know what that is, but there's someone else outside of your close circle that you're wanting to connect with. I don't know if it's a friend. I don't know if it's a new romantic interest. I don't exactly know. What you're kind of saying is you're wanting to kind of like leave things in the past, kind of clear things up. It is what it is, and focus on moving forward. I don't know what that is or who that is to you, Aquarius. Decisions, though. Oh, jeez. Jeez. And there you are. Yeah, there you are. Oh my goodness. Why do I get the sense, why do I get the sense that I'm looking at kind of like the walk of shame? Geez, well, it looks like the walk of shame from where I'm sitting. I'm not going to try not to judge you. It is what it is. Because that's ultimately how you're saying, that's how you're kind of responding to it too. It's like, it is what it is. What am I going to do? Except try and work with it. And that's what's very interesting is there's this energy of, jeez. This could be an addiction too. Because you're just, it's like, this could be, it's interesting. If this is an addiction, you're saying it's just kind of like a hit and run type thing. Hit and run type deal. And that's what you're kind of saying is like, yeah, about that. Someone is just too much to do it. Someone is too much to handle. Someone is just too much. In order for me to kind of deal with all this, I need to kind of just drop it. And that's what's interesting is you're kind of going through the aftershocks, if you will, as to what took place. You're kind of like walking yourself through the afterwards. You're like, I don't know. It's like, great. Did I really just go through with that? Did that really just happen? You're realizing that whatever is going on, it has thrown you for a complete loop. That is for sure. Mixed emotions and feelings, a lot of thoughts kind of flying through your mind. It's interesting. You're kind of justifying this, Aquarius, and saying, you know what? You got what you wanted. At the same time, you're also kind of saying, but the price for that was just not very good. It's kind of like, well, when getting what you want creates pain and suffering for yourself, you're kind of like, well, now what am I going to do? Now what am I going to do? And that's what's very interesting is you're kind of having this guilt play out moving forward where you're kind of like, well, I do have an idea. I do understand what took place, but if you don't enjoy it, Aquarius, why do it? Just plain and simple. If you don't enjoy it, why do it? Like I said, why do it? You're like, for that? And it's like, you switched gears on me. You switched gears on me. Look at the chunk. Jeez Louise. Look at the chunk. Understandable. You're kind of saying withholding. It feels like who you're dealing with withholds. And so therefore it kind of pushes you and nudges you to someone else. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I'm not going to, is what it is. Is what it is. That's what's interesting. It's kind of like when your relationship or commitment pushes you into the arms of another, even though you're kind of like, you have this guilty conscience and you're kind of like, I really did that. And then you kind of have to go back to your commitment or your relationship and try to make it work. You're not having a good time. You're like, I can't even believe I went through this and did this. And it's like, but you're having the realization that it's kind of like your current situation or relationship is putting you in that kind of bachelorette mindset to say, if someone who I'm committed to is withholding, whether it be energetically, financially, physically, you're saying you want more out of life, not that you're taking from life. It's just kind of like, well, then what are we doing here? You're not clearly completely 100% emotionally and energetically invested. So I want to be in a relationship or a commitment that's going to give to me as much as I'm going to give to them. It's not a matter about receiving. It's just a matter of giving, stepping back and recognizing, do they actually give anything, or they just take? That's a bind. That is a bind, Aquarius. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a water sign, an air sign, a fire sign, or an earth sign. Goodbye.